and welcome to another video. It's hot, I'm sweaty, I'm going uphill for maybe 4 hours in this heat because it's the middle of the day, and the plan is to hike up to a spot that I love to spend time with and do a multi-day bushcraft trip. Not sure if I'll make this into one giant video or if I'll split it into 2 parts. We'll just have to wait and see. But come along for the hike, and let's stop gabbing and get walking. Well, it's not too windy. I'll take the opportunity to just show you a couple of the different plant species that I'm seeing. You'll probably know some of them already, but it's always good to point them out. Lots of bracken. We've got this stuff down here, I believe it's called yarrow. This is a medicinal herb. And then in the actual path, we've got a couple of different species of plantain here as well. These are actually edible, although I wouldn't recommend eating them off the path. And then obviously your regular things like clovers. Wonder if we'll find one with 4 leaves today. So we've got thistles, although I couldn't tell you what type of thistle they are because I'm not professional. And if we just step off the path, we've also got some rushes. We like rushes. In true Just Outdoors fashion, we'll now come away from the trail and walk a little bit, and I'll take you to a really special place. So this is our wee spot. If I take you through here into the woods, you should see the remains of an old shelter. Yeah, welcome to where we're going to be spending the next couple of days. Obviously this is a multi-day trip, so I've got a lot of unnecessary rubbish with me. I'm not going to run you through the entire contents of my pack, but I've got plenty of food. I've got a bunch of containers, all sorts of bits and bobs, toilet roll, a fire kit, even more toilet roll, and some bits and bobs for filming as well. But one thing that I would like to show you is this. As we all know, the bugs can be absolutely relentless. So we've got 3 ways to combat the horseflies on this trip. The first and obvious one is going to be the campfire smoke, because obviously smoke deters bugs. Bugs don't like it. The second portable option is 50 citronella incense sticks. I have about 200 of these. These are courtesy of a friend of mine, a friend and colleague. So if you're watching, thank you very much. I'm going to be putting these to good use over the next couple of days. And the third thing is actually this. So this came from Hooks and Hounds, which is my local hunting, fishing and outdoor specialist supplier. And it's a lamp, so you'll actually be able to see me in the evenings now, but it's also got a mosquito repellent on it as well. But that shelter isn't going to sort itself, so let's stop gabbing and start working. that's the shelter done. This pile of wood here is all stuff that I've pulled out of the old shelter. This is all dry, you know, this is all a year plus. So we've got a little bit of a head start with firewood, which is good. And on the topic of fire, you have to remember we are in a, you know, pine, spruce, larch. We're in one of those kind of forests where you genuinely wouldn't light a fire, just because there's a huge risk of forest fire here. The other super duper friendly thing that we can do is any sort of paraphernalia fires we can have out here on the rocks. Before I go collecting firewood, there's something that I want to show you. I'll just let you know now, it's a little bit windy. As you all know, I will never claim to be an expert on plants, fungi, anything like that. But there is a very interesting wild edible up here that I'd like to show you. If you walk carefully and keep your eyes peeled, you'll find these tiny little, they look a little bit like blueberries. These are called bilberries. They are ripe sort of the last 2 weeks-ish, July, August. They're lovely, very sweet, and you can eat them just like that. You've got to be seriously careful when you're climbing down stuff like this, because this is prime ankle breaking territory. That's enough of a carry on, let's get this firewood sorted. While I'm waiting for that bed of embers to formulate, we've just snipped off a little bit of goat willow and I'm going to make a designated marshmallow toasting stick. I just grabbed my wash stuff so I could give myself a little clean up, and I thought my bed was looking a bit suspicious. Sat on it and my sleeping pad's deflated, but that's okay because we've got about 3 inches worth of compressed boughs on the floor, so I didn't actually need the sleeping pad. It was pretty much just out of habit. That's me, washed, changed, everything's hung up there, so hopefully that will all dry by the morning, but I do have a spare set of clothes just in case it doesn't. The only thing left to do now is eat dinner. Well, I think I'm going to call it here. I'm going to turn the light off and just lay and look at the fire, basically, until I fall asleep. But I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll catch up with you tomorrow.